The woman suddenly took her feet off the ground and rose up in the air. Her husband rushed to call the emergency services, but the paramedics couldn't make Via's feet touch the ground with all their strength, and they couldn't even move them. And when a few hours had passed, the doctors found that her levitation had risen by a few more centimeters as compared to the previous one. They could do nothing about it. They could only extract her blood for further examination. While floating in the air, Via couldn't do anything, even going to the toilet, eating, including sleeping. She also had to float in midair. In a few days, she rose to the roof of the position. This day came an expert. She did some experiments on Via and told them that at the current rate of elevation, in 10 weeks, Via will rise to an altitude of 12,000 feet, where she will need to stay warm and need oxygen. And in a few months, she will break through the Kármán line and finally rush out into outer space, which means she will die. And at the moment, the experts and scholars can't find any cause or solution for this phenomenon. The only thing that can be done at the moment is to keep her alive and comfortable. This desperate news overwhelmed both husband and daughter, and Via was red-eyed, but all to no avail. As Via had topped the roof, her husband chiseled away at the floor of the second floor so that Via could stand up straight, but she was still gradually rising. Soon came to the second floor of the daughter's room. The daughter hopes to give up the examination, to be able to stay at home, to spend more time with her mother. Heard this, Via emotionally reprimanded the daughter, want her to take her studies as the most important thing. Don't be affected by this, obviously are concerned about each other. But a mouthful of hurt, sister changed into a beautiful dress for Via. Her husband brought red wine to spend a romantic evening with her. Since they can't change the ending, they should cherish the time in front of them. On this day, when the daughter came home from school, she saw a rope tied to her mother's feet, and Via let out a pained scream. It turned out that the husband couldn't bear to see his wife leave, and that's why he used a rope to tie up her feet, and the daughter wanted to cut the rope, but she was blocked by her father. It was then that the sound of dislocation came from Via's ankle, and it was then that the husband realized that no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't keep his wife. And a week later, Via's height had broken through the roof of the house.